Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Well, before we get started, I just wanted to check up on a few things. Mostly about our overall finances. Because at this point, I feel that we may, just may, have been driving long enough in this great old rainbow automobile. And maybe it is time to upgrade, but you know, we gotta do a little bit of research to see how well everything is going in terms of finances. So we still have a fair bit of our 2 loans left to repay, so that could be interesting. But we have the possibility of taking on another 400 grand if we so desired. So let's see what we wanted to do in terms of what if like if there was any certain car we wanted to buy, or not car but truck. What did we have a Kenworth? I think we had a Kenworth. I think Kenworth was what we were looking for. We need to own a lease. All right, let's visit the dealer. Back down to Los Angeles. I just want to see if we have some opportunities here, or what the max we want to do is. Because we could always trade in two, but I'd like to save this truck for our other hire. What the fuck is wrong with that man's forehead? He has got a disease, and I feel bad for him. Alright, so that's worth 140k, 126, 122, 119. Which one do we have? Like this one? 147k, I believe. I believe we have the W900. Oh yeah? I don't know. Fuel, well, I just want to see. Let's get some base stats. What do we have so far? We have 455 horsepower. We have a 644 chassis. We've got a 13-speed gearbox, and we can torque 1,650 pounds per feet or whatever. And now we have a 220 gallon fuel tank. So this one is only better in fuel tank, it appears, which is a little weird. Is there any difference besides fuel tank? No. Maybe we should have gone with that one. Alright, but this I believe is when we're getting to the top of the line. 500 horsepower, same torque, higher gearbox, same chassis, steering left-handed. Yeah, that's normal. We're not British. Oh, but these are only available from level 20. And we don't have the money for these. But what's this last one here? Another level 21. Well, I guess that's what we're aiming for, is getting to level 20 so that we can be able to purchase these top tier. What is the top tier? This one? This weird one. It's got such a big cabin. Is there even a point to how big this fucking thing is? It's a high-rise sleeper. What does it have that's better than this one? Okay, so there's something different about the gearbox. The gallon's the same. The gallon is tiny. No, the gallon's the same as the one we have now. But yeah, so I guess that's some... What is that stock offer? I don't know what this is. This is very confusing. Anyway, I think this is what we're going to aim for. We're going to aim for level 20, just so we can have the possibilities. Maybe we can even go look at the Peterbilt trucks some other time. But either way, we need to get up to level 20, apparently, to get the top tier shit, as well as the top tier engines from the garage anyway, which is, I believe, what we're aiming for. So let's jump right back into getting a job. We're up here in the Sacramento area. That's not bad. That's a fair bit of money. Back down to San Diego, which I'm pretty sure is where we exactly just came from. Hey? Oxnard's pretty short. Elko, we could go up to Elko. We can go over to Prim, we can go over to Eli, we can go over to... There's not a lot of distance in many of these. It's hard to find distance when you're in the middle of the goddamn state. So I guess we're going back to San Diego, and we're gonna haul some light-ass fireworks. Only 1,300, or 13,000, excuse me, pounds is light compared to some of the other loads we've taken. And I know what you might be saying. Why are you taking such heavy loads? And it's because I really like semen. No, it's just what we've been getting for more bang for our buck. You feel me? But at least we're gonna be keeping explosives. There's nothing wrong with carrying a little bit of explosive material in your trunk. Unless, of course, it's illegal explosive material, then in which case you could be arrested, fined, jailed. Many available opportunities that the legal system finds fitting. What does that say? I can't read it. I have no idea. Well, life goes on, right? How many brothers fell victim to the street? Rest in peace. That's, of course, a Tupac song. Weird one, though, right? Alright, let's pick up our job as per usual, and apparently every job in Sacramento just comes from this single Walmart storage facility or whatever. We somehow, while carrying only 13,000 pounds worth of fireworks, managed to have one of the bigger trailers just to be used. I don't know why this is the case. I feel like maybe there's a lot of room back there for extras. Maybe it's just filled with people. I am now illegally involved in the slave trade. I don't know what horse has gotten me into. Wait, I'm the boss here. Horse can't tell me to do shit. I think we've got the roles reversed. Ooh, in some sort of weird role reversal role play. I would really just love to be able to back this ass up. There we go. Took a... Nope. Come on. Now stop. Now attach. Now we're good. Now how the hell do we get out of here? We gotta swing and miss that fence. Miss that fence. Miss that fence. Miss fence. Do you think there's a Miss Fencing competition? You know, it's somewhere like the beauty pageants of, like, Miss America, but it's about fencing. That'd be interesting. I think fencing is a often overlooked quality competition, that sort of thing. I think fencing is a lovely sport. Anybody who wants to get involved, you know, you shouldn't feel obligated, of course, but I think it's certainly a lovely opportunity for learning and growth. You know, it certainly is physically demanding, and it requires some dexterity as well. You know, gotta bring out the old noggin once in a while. But let's turn on some music here. And apparently it's this song. I recognize each and every one of these songs because I've listened to them about 65 times. But oh well. Oh, I'm too lazy to find more. God. What do? A quick Google search, download them all, and then copy and paste them into another folder? Oh my god, slow the fuck down. That's just too much work for a random afternoon. I need to be notified at least a week in advance. Call my secretary and I'll make an appointment to do it later. That would probably take more effort because I'd have to hire a secretary, but that's not important. Let us slow down. That man's cargo is very shiny. I can see the reflection in my fucking eyes in that thing. We are in Sacramento, though, and Sacramento is the one place that I hate turning into the highway. Not the one place, well, probably my most hated place to turn onto the highway, because it is the one place where we fucked up and got stuck on the goddamn side of the hill and then crashed into the rear of a car. No, but got stuck on the hill, had to call for a tow truck to get us out of there, and just was such a mess. Well, I guess he's gonna run the red light because I apparently nudged him through the existence of a yellow light. However that works. I'm pretty sure that's how law works, right? At least maritime law. You know, we gotta take to the sea. A man and a wife can't be charged for the same crimes. Excuse me, Mr. Truck. I do have the right of way here, okay? Now watch where the fuck you're going. Jesus Christ. Well, hi, ice cream truck. Man, that guy is dedicated. He is out from like 1 a.m. to fucking 9 a.m. And I don't believe those are to be peak ice cream hours. For reals, though. Like, who the hell's gonna get ice cream that late or that early? Besides me. I'll take ice cream any time of the fucking day. There's no rain, snow, sleet, shine. I'm gonna be out there right next to the mailman getting some ice cream. Alright, let's merge onto the highway. And yawn. What's up with you? I know. So we've got about 510 miles to go, which is nothing to insert adjective of something that you do with your mouth. We could throw in, what's something new? Snort? Chortle. Chortle. We don't, 500 miles is nothing to chortle at. It's not too much of a distance, as some of our 700 mile drives have indicated, but, It's not gonna be the shortest drive of all time. At least we get some quality time together, right, guys? Quality time. And then the game almost crashed, which is awkward. That's never happened to me before, and I'd be terrified if it all of a sudden decided to. Because in my attempts to play Dark Souls 3, I have been fiddling around with some computer shit. Just be like reinstalling my fucking graphics drivers and shit, and it's just become such a fucking mess. Oh, how I could rant about that Dark Souls 3 game. I was so excited too. I was like, oh sure, yeah, and we'll get in there. We'll have a good time. I'll get to communicate with my friends about how it's going. It won't be like Dark Souls 2 where I just didn't play it for a few months and everybody got ahead to me and then I lost all interest in it. No, it's going to be different this time. Because I do enjoy the Dark Souls series, but no. Now it's just such a shit game, shit port, that it just refuses to work on so many people's computers. It just crashes. It fucking crashes my goddamn graphics card. It just shuts it down. About half the time it recovers, and half the other times it just decides to freeze my computer. And in which case I have to hard reboot. It's a tough life. Apparently this has caused me to excessively speed. So you know what? In my frustration, it's going to be one of those drives, isn't it? Where I'm just so frustrated by life that all we are left to do is speed. Not speed the movie. Or speed the drug. Speed as in speeding as driving over the speed limit. Don't freeze again. Okay, this is just getting real awkward at this point. I'd appreciate it if you would run as smoothly as many other games used to, but I don't know what's going on now. What a disaster. I wish I knew more about computers to fix things, but I can only do what I can think of, and have Google recommend me. I was looking up stuff to do about the Dark Souls 3 crashing error, because a lot of people have had it. There's even a troll Twitter account for it, like Dark Souls crashing or whatever. Dark Souls 3 crash or something, where it's just people like tweeting things about the Dark Souls crashes they have. And it's like, yeah, there's quite a bit. But I saw a few recommendations. I was like on forums and on like some weird gaming website posting an article about stuff. But it was like, well, here's your options. Somebody recommended like playing in offline mode, which I would be happy to do, but unfortunately there's no button to play in offline mode, so I'd have to go behind my fucking desk, pull out the Ethernet cord, plug it back in, and then be like, well, there's no fucking router in this wall, and I'll be like, I know, this is very confusing. It just becomes much more of a mess at that point. Why can't you just have a go offline button? What's wrong with that? Why make life harder? From Software, why do that? Anyway, second thing was that I noticed was, turning down all your settings, but that didn't really do anything. In fact, after I reinstalled my graphics driver, it for some reason decided that the ground no longer existed, and I was just kind of looking through the bottom of the map. It was weird. It was actually what I would consider very weird, to be able to see what the hell's going on under there. Which is nothing, it's just empty, besides what's the rooms you can enter in. But, the third thing to do was to only play as the knight and never take off your helmet, because apparently that has been a common theme between people who had crashed. I didn't understand that one, but fuck it, I tried it and I still crashed. So really, I've just run out of options. I'm gonna wait until somebody either comes up with a new solution, or they patch it, or announce that they are trying to patch it, or do anything. But such is life. Excuse me, police officer, I'm speeding, I am well aware. But what are you gonna do about it, pussy? Catch me? That's all good. Where's my, high-speed pursuit option in this game, you feel me? I need to nudge my way so I don't get hit into that hole, sorry. But, where's my, like, Need for Speed, get a 5-star rating, suddenly have, like, helicopters dropping spike strips on the road in front of me? Where's that option? Instead, my only option is to just casually drive past police officers who are like, you know what? I feel you. We're just gonna take a picture of your license plate and bill you later. Which was something that happened to my father when we were in a trip in Switzerland a long time ago, and not used to speeding cameras at all, because they're not a thing in most places in America. But it like he got a bill like a month later from Switzerland. That was like a ticket of him speeding in the Alps. It was pretty funny. such is life. I really do not hope we have to stop at the way station. Whoops. Well, you know, I was expecting to not have that happen. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I thought I was behind him. I was not behind him. I just crashed straight into him. Sorry, other truck. I just took a lot of damage and screwed myself over. I understand that. But let us weigh us. Put me on the scale. Make fun of me. Roast me about my weight. Vehicle gross weight 48,000 pounds. That is bullshit. We've only got like 13,000 pounds of cargo. Are you calling me fat? Way station operator? I think he's calling me fat. That's not okay. Nobody calls me fat. I'm not fat, I'm just jolly. Guys. That was an excuse that I had made up earlier. Not as a real thing, I know. But it was funny. I'm not fat, I'm just jolly. Much like Santa Claus. Alright, are we getting back up to that good old like 80 miles an hour speed limit that I've completely made up in my head? Why don't you just tell the police? You know, why don't you know about the secret police menu of fines? You know, we're secretly going the new speed limit of 80 miles an hour. Didn't you hear President Obama tell me? But no, they never do that. I've never been pulled over, at least. That would be an interesting experience, I feel. Especially if I ever have Tommy in the car, he's gonna yell, stop it, am I being detained? And I'm gonna be like, God fucking damn it, man. Just calm the fuck down. No, there's no chill. Hello, helicopter. What are you up to today? Where's my helicopter American Truck Simulator? Not a helicopter simulator in general, because those for sure exist, and they are mostly hot trash, except for, you know, like general flight simulators, like Flight Simulator by whoever made that, like Microsoft or whatever. I enjoyed a good flight simulator game now and then. Back in like elementary school, I played it for a little bit. Oh no, that's I remember now. I got a flight simulator on like a long time ago, before I even had my own computer. So this was on like fucking Windows 95 and shit. All right. My parents had bought me a joystick as well, so that was fun. And I was like, I'm gonna eat dinner really quick so I can go upstairs and fly for about 4 hours. Which, looking back, doesn't that just sound like me? I'm here in the middle of the night playing American Truck Simulator for the entertainment of nobody, except myself and whoever decides to watch this like a fucking maniac. But that just sounds like me, doesn't it? Just the weird guy. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna role play as the pilot of this weird not like a one of those, it's not like a fucking 747 or anything, but one of those, I've forgotten the name of that general type of aircraft. But you know, those sort of like business jets. You feel me? Anyway, I was just like flying through the fucking night, just like waiting to get to the airport, and at some point I got fucking lost and gave up on life because I was like 8 and I had no idea sense of direction or how to use a map, a compass, or any flight controls. But I think the real value of Flight Simulator was dicking around trying to like do trick stunts through fucking like downtown metropolitan areas and like trying to land again, and holy fucking shit nuts. What just happened? Get me out of here. You get me out of here. We're just ending up in LA now. 50% damage on the cap. Wow. That is an incredible amount. Plus like 11% on the trailer. This went real poor, real quick. How expensive is this service bill gonna be if it ever decides to load? Which is, it's weirdly having trouble. Please don't kill me. Oh, it's only 13,000 somehow. I was really worried we were gonna have to pay like $20 million there, but we still have managed to lose a shit ton of money in the last 2 drives. And we still have a ton of damage on our trailer. Really, this is unfortunate. Which way am I going? GPS, you are not so helpful at this moment in time. I'm going right. Okay. It decided to update. Right when I wasn't looking. But yeah, now we're fucked. Monetarily, we're just sort of getting to level 20, and then we're going to have to take out a loan. I'm not going to be able to make money for a little while. It's not as bad as when we had $0. At least we have some capital to back us up. Some liquid cash, but, what a sad, sad day it's now been. I don't know how I fucked up that bad. I just ran up and nudged myself against the wall, but I guess that's sort of the problem with driving 80 miles an hour on the highway, is that things like that can apparently just go wrong in an instant. Don't drink and drive. What a disaster. I feel bad. I feel like we've disappointed everyone. Our family, our children, Horst, our company in general, even though I'm the president and our only employee is Horst. It's just so sad. What a disaster. Well, we might as well finish this one off as quickly as possible to get my embarrassment out of here. Do not hit that again. Don't do it again. Don't repeat the same mistake twice. I've talked about how you can't arrest your husband and wife for the same crime, but you know, I've gotten back into the first time I marathoned Arrested Development, you know, I focused on a few jokes. Now going back, I see a whole different bunch of series of jokes, you know. But of course, I marathoned through like all 5 seasons in like 3 days, so I might be missing a lot. That's sort of the problem, you know, with Netflix is the availability of binge watching takes away from the experience. You know, I'm a man who enjoys to reflect a little bit on my on the things I watch. That's why I try not to watch like too many movies in a day. I like to sit down, think about what they were talking about, what that meant to me, if it was good, if it was bad, where was it problem, where was it good, how does this relate to my movie taste in general, what does this mean psychologically, what does this mean for the socioeconomic factors of the United States of America, how does this affect the crippling debt, really how does this fix my erectile dysfunction. I'm sorry, I might be going a little far here, but you know, that's what I like to do with my films. You know, I like to reflect a little. But with TV shows as well, you know. But it's so easy just to be like, one more episode. Did you see that man with the blue and gold with the gold trailer? I did too. Okay, but you know, with the TV shows, it's like you see one episode and you're like, hey, that was a lot of fun. Let's watch another episode and another episode and another episode. And at some point, it's like, I don't even need to be watching the episode entirely to know what's going on. So I'm going to put that on another monitor, do something while I'm here, and just have a good old time watching and binge watching all the seasons. But at some point, you're going to almost crash the game about 8 times this video. But at some point, you're just going to forget about all the things you've seen, all the things you wanted to reflect on. You're not going to remember every episode. You're not going to be like, hey, I know, wasn't that my favorite episode too? I'll be like, when did that happen? It was somewhere between Monday when I decided to watch all of season 1, 2, and 6. No, I wouldn't watch them out of order, but you know, it's just shit like that. You really just got to slow down. Let everything simmer a little bit in the pan before you serve it up on a nice hot plate. I don't know what that was about. Man, we've just lost so much money on this drive that I am probably going to end up burning my computer afterwards. Not only to try to fix the problems of Dark Souls and the weird skipping that is now going on in American Truck Simulator for some reason, but also just because I want to. By God, how much fun it would have been to burn our laptops from middle school. Those things were a piece of garbage. Seriously, they're like, hey, we're requiring you to buy computers because, like, fuck you people, right? We're gonna pick out the worst selection of computers of all time. There you go. Have fun with these pieces of shit for the next, like, 6-7 years. You fuckers. And I'm like, wow, these things are hot trash. And they were, in fact, hot trash. But such is life. Tolerable. Yeah, that didn't go well. That really didn't go well. Ooh. I don't like the looks of that. Well, we're like for a third of the way to there to level 20, so you know we're making progress in the end, just not in the finance wise stuff. You hear this? This is the sound of me slapping myself in the face. No, it's not. I'm just gonna cry. All right, well, thank you for watching this episode of American Truck Simulator, and I will see you next time.